welcome back. Well, we pick up here on the ship, the Elven Maiden, right after the battle with the Sahagin concluded. You have been released from your magical hold, and the ship once again lurches forward. What the heck? Brielle, Ren, Rhowan, give me an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice. Rick, you're not allowed to redeem things while you're in game. Translation, I'm ignoring you. All right. Brielle and Ren, the ship lurches out underneath you all of a sudden. You both just kind of spread your legs and lower your center of mass and compensate for the sudden movement. Rhowan, you fall on your ass and look a little bit like a tool, even though you just valiantly won the day.
That's fine.
Weird. Normally he looks like animals, not tools.
Yeah.
He has tool shape now.
Like a sawfish
that
or
was my
something?
waffle bubble. Sorry.
Oh my god.
What was that?
Like a sawfish, he said.
Oh my god. Yes, you saw a fish.
On one already.
What happens if you see a sawfish sawing fish? Anyway, I saw a sawfish saw fish. You know?
Shanks is going to need a minute, everybody.
He's entertaining himself right now.
I'm just going to talk about
He's riffing right
now.
Opened a can of worms there.
Which you would use as a bait to catch.
For the sawfish.
Nope.
Gonna take him out of the overlay for Cheerio.
Tonight.
Oh boy, I'm so sorry. The ship now moving once again. You find the winds picking up once more, the sails filling with air. And I guess my question to Bastion is the same as when you first entered the storm. Are you doing something about this, or are you distracted now from the fight you just had?
I think he would keep his cool enough to keep things kind of going. He'd move up to the front part of the ship, though.
Fair enough. What is the range on that? Is it 300 feet, something like that?
It's I think I want to say 100 feet squared. Let me just check. 100-foot radius.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then, yeah. Within 100 feet of you, the air seems to kind of redirect itself, kind of focusing around the ship and then behind and pushing it forward at just the right amount, just what the sails can take, just what the timbers can withstand, and the ship once again is moving at an incredible rate. The crew now rushing out from the holds in which they were hiding during the attack are all taking their positions, hoisting up sails, holding onto lines. You have two people at the helm now looking to take over again, but Captain Francis is now once again in control of the ship. And it's unclear by what measure she is navigating at this moment, but she continues to steer the ship in the direction she believes to be correct, which let's find out how well she does at that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could I like roll a survival check or something to see if I can figure out where we're supposed to be going? Like if we're heading in the right direction?
Yeah, you can. You're also proficient with navigator's tools, right?
I don't think
I
I can drive a ship, but
I thought they got okay. Well, either way, yeah, you can do survival.
oh god, I only have +1. I don't know. I'm just here for the ride.
You do have navigator's tools on your sheet, so.
Oh, okay, cool. Well,
I didn't imagine that.
Probably doesn't help that roll.
No, it was a bad roll.
It doesn't. Yeah. under normal storm-like circumstances, you can usually force a break in the clouds at some point, see stars and stuff. But right now it's daytime, even though the sun is mostly blotted out. And the clouds are too thick, too tall. There's really nothing you can do. However,
Oh, sorry.
did you have some questions?
I was going to say, after that storm, I remember the mast was kind of in rough condition. Can Brielle go look at the mast and see, like, if there's a crack in it or, like, what the condition is and if she could use mending, maybe, to try and help it?
Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
Not good. Oh,
Not good at all. You recall the captain mentioning that there was damage to the mast. However, as you look at it, it looks perfectly fine to you. Of course, you're no carpentry expert, but it looks intact.
pet.
It's like we just woke up, right? We woke up to this whole scene.
Not exactly. You woke up, and once you were kind of already fed on the deck for a little while, you could see the storm approaching. You've probably been on the deck now for 2 hours.
Okay. I think Ryan will just help clean up anything that has been left behind from the fight. Like, she will look over any bodies that were left on deck, and then once she's done that, she will kind of push them over the edge.
Absolutely. Give me an investigation check.
Alrighty.
All right. You find on one of the barons, the larger of the Sahagin that you fought, around his neck is a piece of stone or possibly coral, unclear to you, that seems to have been harshly chiseled into a shape that you don't entirely recognize. But it seems to be that of a singular mass with 12 long strands coming away from it, and then one particularly long strand coming away from it that sort of comes out and circles around most of the thing.
It was 12 strands coming out
12
of it.
of the same size, and then one that was longer. So 13 in total.
Okay.
You also find that strapped to its hip is a small pouch. It contains a couple of shiny pieces of stone, a pearl, and 2 coins of an unknown land, both gold.
Sorry, can you repeat that last thing?
2 gold coins from an unknown land. It's worn a little bit smooth from the water, but you can see sort of the image stamped into it. It's completely unfamiliar to you.
Okay. The old coins aren't the same as the kind that they found on the warlock's body.
They are
Back-
not.
Okay. All right. She's going to tuck those things away.
All right. Anything anyone else is doing?
Bastion will help haul the bodies overboard as well.
Yeah, you dump them in as you go.
I guess if Bastion is helping, there was something Ren wanted to comment on to him. While they were fighting, he was kind of like taking he was taking out a lot of the opponents that she was intending to hit. And the while that would normally rub her the wrong way, she's a little bit quiet while they jump one body over, and then when they're doing the second one, she's just like, by the way, I think I underestimated you a little bit. I had a certain idea, first impression about you. It seems that I am more and more wrong about these sorts of things these days, though. And I just wanted to say thank you for your backup there.
All right. That's perfectly fine. Most people look at me and say, oh, there's a crazy man. I'm used to it.
That is exactly what I thought as soon as I met you.
I kind of felt that way too. I mean, at the same time, I always love cleaning up the little mooks that come along with the big guys, but I'll leave the big ones to you sometimes.
I suppose just the fact that, my group and I, we're down a person. Normally we have someone accompanying us who is fairly adept in the magical nature of things, and it was almost a relief to see that there are other people out there that are just as skilled.
I mean, there's not too many like me, but I like to flaunt it when I can.
You don't exactly strike me as the studied type. You're not a wizard. So if you don't mind my asking, I'm curious to know. You were born with your magic, yes?
Not quite. It was more, I mean, I suppose so, but it was more awakened in me.
So, not a pact either?
Not quite. More mutual respect and some helping allowed me to do what I need to do.
She seems to like, it's really difficult to tell because she has like pure white eyes, but you do see like a little bit of a sheen to them that perhaps suggests that she's like kind of gauging anything that she can see on Bastion that might denote some of the different types of magic users that they've seen out on the out in their adventures, trying to, because both Rhowan and Brielle are so different in the way they cast magic. She's like, I have no idea what this man is about, but she doesn't say anything, and she just continues to toss these bodies overboard as she thinks on that.
All right.
You know, you
well,
can ask me questions if you'd like.
Well, I guess I am curious to know, is it some sort of connection to a god of some sort? I've been running into a lot of those.
To be honest, I don't quite know. It's a connection to something, and something powerful. Not so much a pact or an agreement or anything like that. It's just I was shipwrecked. something found me, and something awoke the power within me. And then from there, it's just been kind of going from storm to storm.
It seems like perhaps a good relationship you have with this something then.
I mean, good as you can with any of the kind of elemental kind of things. I don't know if there's much thinking behind it. Let's put it that way.
As you're saying that,
Probably pissed it off.
you notice that the ship, as it continues on its course, passes particularly close by one of the elementals you saw earlier. Just seems to be hovering just off the deck of the ship, maybe 20 feet out. And now that you have a closer view of it, it seems to be watching the surface of the water intently.
Should we maybe look in the water? See if we can see anything?
She's just gonna answer by trying to look.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Not my
And
thing.
I'm helping her because
You don't see what she's looking for, so I don't think see how you can help her to see it.
That's fair.
You can both make perception checks, though,
This way.
Oh, sure.
with
Why not?
disadvantage.
Oh my god. I'm sure it's like minus something.
Well, Ren, between the waves and the roiled up water, the rain hitting the surface of it, and the now murky Sahagan blood that's kind of coming off the side of the ship and off the bodies you've been throwing in the water, you don't really see anything. Bastion, however, as you're looking, you don't really see what it is you're looking for. Rather, you see the effect of what it does. There is something somewhere beneath the surface of the water that is large enough and moves suddenly enough that it seems to create sort of a pocket of vacuum in the water for a moment, where the water then dips down suddenly, then splashes up in a very unnatural way.
Right. So there's something down there. Not quite sure what.
Are you sure? It just looks like
Very
water
sure.
to me.
Oh, there's something. It's a big one.
Like bigger than perhaps the ship that we're on.
It would have to be by your estimation.
Probably.
Should we tell the captain about that?
I kind of don't want to, but probably.
She seemed to take a liking to you.
Oh, sure she did. Who
Kind
doesn't?
of like pushes him.
They're the best of friends.
All right. He'll go up and we might have some company.
Absolutely. As you're heading over to her, Rhowan, I also want to point out, with your very modest passive perception skill,
Humble. Yeah.
somewhere behind the ship, maybe 40, 50, 60 feet, you can't really see it, but you hear a very sudden as something large plummets into the water.
I'm just gonna go towards the rear of the ship and just start watching that way.
Yeah, you kind of both start heading towards the stern at the same time as Ren and Bastion. And you're all just kind of like, oh, okay, heading down. As you watch off the rear of the ship, you don't see or hear anything else following up in that. Seems to be, I mean, as far as you can say, in the midst of a cataclysmic storm, calm. There's nothing else of note. You do also notice, though, the elemental that the ship had passed, and it is remaining hovering in that one spot as you sail further and further away, with its gaze shifted downward.
Weird.
Francis at the helm sees you two approach, and she goes, "You know, you guys did really good back there. I don't think my men would have been up to that fight, so I'm really glad you are on the ship."
Does she seem like she's singing a much different tune than she was before with her attitude about us?
It's like, I guess the sense you get off her is she's no longer annoyed by your presence.
It seems we were all put here for a reason and a purpose.
That's a little philosophical for me, but you, crazy man, you said we have company?
I think so, yes. I haven't seen it, but it's big.
Bigger than those fishmen you just killed?
Bigger than the bloody ship.
Oh, fuck. Okay. It might be, well, let's not say the word just in case, but
A kraken?
you see the entire crew of the ship stop what they're doing and look at you. You don't say that word on a ship.
Oh. You know, you'd think I'd know this.
You'd think so.
And yet.
You see that annoyance slowly crawling back onto her expression. Yeah. They say that those things can make big storms and enslave the relatively intelligent fish races. I don't know. We try not to think about it, and we tend to avoid storms like this. So, what the fuck are we doing out here?
Suppose we should be moving quickly.
Doing it as fast as I can.
Sure.
We have a doorbell?
Why on screen before?
It's just a package delivery. It's fine.
But I'm all the way up here. Never mind. Yeah, we're moving as quickly as we can. I don't know if you've got any other tricks to help it go even faster, but I'm not sure the sails or the mast are going to take much more. So all we can do is keep on and hope that it doesn't notice us.
How big is the ship?
Well, it was on that map. So there is an exact number, which I don't know off the top of my head. Gosh, there's all this stuff on the map too.
Actually, never mind. It probably won't help.
It is about 225 feet long from
Oh,
stern
yeah.
to bow.
No, I don't have the spell slot for that.
I don't know what you were thinking, but I'm curious.
A real big fog cloud.
Oh, I see. Well, we'll just keep heading this way, hoping that it is the heading of west-northwest that I was hoping it is, and we should be seeing the other end of the storm in about an hour.
Enough time to dress some of my wounds, then, she said. And she's gonna go below deck to where the wyverns are and patch herself up a little bit. If we don't get interrupted during that time, she would like to take a short rest.
Yeah, absolutely. I will give you all a short rest, and anything that doesn't get replenished automatically by that, feel free to replenish. If you need to, roll hit dice if you need to. But the hour goes by without too much of an issue. Bastion, you're the only one that's really working. They'll still allow you to have the short rest, because all you're really doing is controlling the weather that comes as naturally to you as breathing.
Yeah, that's all right. I don't need the short rest. I'm good.
All right. Then the hour goes by, and Bastion first, then the others, you begin to notice that the intensity of the storm is dwindling bit by bit. With the increased speed and the direct heading, and the fact that the storm is sort of south moving, and you kind of cut like this outside angle on it, means that you're kind of moving out of it at the same speed that it's moving away from you. And about another half an hour or so goes by, and suddenly the clouds begin to loosen up, and you have spots where daylight is breaking through. You have these god rays coming down, hitting the surface of the waters, which are still wavy, but not angry anymore. Bit by bit, the fog kind of moves away from the horizon, and sure enough, you see a distant patch of land jutting out of the ocean. You can see rich greenery and a chain of mountains. There is sort of a hubbub on the ship as it comes into view, men calling out land. And as that happens, you see that Frances steps away from the helm, one of the men taking over for her, and she begins organizing the men to bring down a landing vessel that is sort of hoisted up above the deck, out of the way. Is there anything anyone else is doing during this?
We'll see if anyone needs help, because she did offer it earlier.
True. Yeah, Francis immediately is like, here, hold this line and pull when I say pull.
Okay.
I
She
think
holds it forever.
She never said bull, yeah.
Yeah, she never says pull.
I think Ren just asks Rhowan. She pulls out the little stone and coral piece that she picked up, just because she's not sure if, like, maybe this is some sort of arcane focus or something like that. And she asks him if he's ever seen anything like this before.
Go ahead and make an extremely high DC religion check.
Okay. I'll see what I
Sure.
can do.
Fortunately, not going to do it.
Nah.
It looks like its carving is intentional. It looks like it very well could be some kind of honorific symbol, maybe a holy symbol, but
I got nothing. It's neat, though.
It is neat. Maybe I'll give it to Drindle. He might know something more.
Keep a... I don't know. Could be a wild idea, but let's keep an eye out for that symbol while we're on the island.
Yeah, I will. She kind of like looks to make sure that Bastion's not nearby. And she goes, the navigator talked about perhaps his powers being tied to an elemental of some sort. I don't think, given his skill set, is foreign.
That doesn't seem
Orndar.
likely.
Yeah, so he doesn't seem to know a lot about it, but if we can learn anything, it might be worth talking to him further about that, especially considering that we are hoping to find more of these elementals.
Yeah. It's that water one. That's going to be real awkward.
I'm hoping that they are perhaps keeping it somewhere that is a little bit drier.
That'd be nice.
It would be very convenient for us.
It's about time something was convenient.
But yeah, if Rhowan doesn't recognize that, then I think yeah, that's about it, as much as she wants to do.
All right. With Bastion's help, the ship continues on at a pretty incredible pace, even outside of the storms, heavy winds. You continue to see this island coming more and more into view, and as you draw nearer, the magnitude of it sort of strikes you that this is not just some random island, but practically a subcontinent on its own.
Mm.
However, you're drawing towards the point that Francis seems to understand where the ship needs to be. And as she's drawing nearer, she kind of rounds up the group. She says, all right, you three, which one of you is the pilot? Because this landing vessel is a little bit tricky.
I
You
mean,
do
if
know-
you can't do it, I can.
You know what? That's probably for the best. I think my men would like to have you off the ship for a little bit, if that's okay.
Oh, hurtful. Look how fast we got here. I was crack-a-lacking the whole time.
You ever been keel-hauled before there, sir?
I have. It's not pleasant.
It might just happen again. All right. Now, all right. What was it? Bartimus? Something like that. Anyway, Bart, what you got to know about this ship is she like kind of goes into a little spiel about this ship, about the oars and how the anchors for them are a little bit loose. The fittings, I should say, are a little bit loose. That there is, in fact, no anchor on the boat. And so if you need to stop, you need to find land or back to the Elven Maiden. And it does have a fold-out sail that she kind of walks through the steps of using with you. All right, so we are going to be setting anchor just ahead here because from what we understand, the beach here is somewhat rocky and it will tear our hull apart if we get too close. Any questions? Everyone good?
How long do I have to hold this rope for?
Oh, you can pull it now.
Okay. Just pull it.
You pull it, and the ship over your head, or the boat rather over your head, just kind of goes out about 6 feet, and just like anyone could have done that.
I gave her busy work.
And
Should join the group now.
I didn't know that you had sailing capabilities, Brielle.
I helped Fen out a little bit when I was coming over. Mostly carrying heavy boxes and bugging him. But I don't know. I can lift heavy stuff. I can pull stuff.
Are you all waiting here for us then?
yeah, unless that storm changes directions, we will be here waiting for you. And assuming nothing else happens, of course we can't wait forever because it's like a 99% chance you're not going to be coming back. So you got 48 hours.
Right, I was going to ask how long we had.
Yeah, 2 days, and then I'll tell Drindle that you're all dead, and he has to pay me either way.
That seems fair.
What if, say, it was close to 2 days and we got word back to you that we weren't dead?
I guess that's a play it by ear situation.
Works for me.
Would you then be capable of telling Drindle you're not dead too?
No.
Okay.
Depending if we find a bird.
then we'll
Oh,
probably
yeah.
just move away and tell him you're dead anyway.
That's fair.
How are you getting back through that storm?
Well, it should be passing soon. We're going to head north for now. If we have to, we'll go all the way north towards Delta.
I see.
Well, there you have it. Drop anchor. And the ship like suddenly lurches to a halt. You may go. And she pulls the lever down and the ship just drops into the water below. Have fun.
Thanks. Bye. She's like excited to like run over and start getting in that boat.
Yeah,
Like,
you have to like
exciting.
like climb over the railing and then climb down the netting on the side of the ship. But as you make your way down, you find the ship is still kind of held in place by the ropes, even though it's not actually being held above the water anymore. Once you're all on board, they pull the ropes up and you are off on your own. Bastion's an experienced sailor and a storm sorcerer who controls the weather, so I'm not going to make you roll. If it was any other thing happening here, then it'd be like, okay, well, roll to not be dashed upon the rocks on your way in, but I think you'll be fine.
I'm useful.
It's almost as if I suddenly had to give a reason for you to be hanging around them.
Imagine that.
Just because we're pleasant company is not enough?
We're
Well,
delightful.
it is, but why would you then accept him? Just be like, oh yeah, you're one of us now. Like,
I like him. He
He's
seems
cool.
nice.
What
We
he
can-
means
Have
is
you
you
met
have to
Brielle?
convince Ren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can both control the weather. That's something we have in common. We can talk about that.
yeah, you head out in this little boat, and Rowan's just like, so how long you been controlling the weather?
Couple of years now.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, you guys row away from the boat a little bit, and then I assume extend the sail to make the trip a little bit faster. But you're now quite a few hours into the day, and the sun is in front of you as you approach the island west of the ship. You can see there are, as they said, a number of large rocks jutting out of the water as you get closer, and even more dangerous to a sailor, a number of very large rocks just below the surface of the water that you can see as you pass by. Fortunately, your boat is small and agile and able to avoid all of it, and frankly, many of the rocks, your boat just doesn't go deep enough into the water to scrape against. But as you make your way, you find that there is very few places that are accommodating for a landing. You approach a sandy beach area, still fairly rocky, and just outside of the thick foliage of a dense jungle.
Question, Shanks.
Yeah.
About how far offshore is the Elven Maiden anchored?
That's a good question. If I had to estimate, I would say maybe a mile.
Okay.
What specifically were we told from Drindle about? He wants us to go to the temple here on the island, but was there anything that he told the group other than that he wanted?
There is the item built into the center of the temple that is potentially dangerous that he wants you to return with, or at least whatever functional apparatus of it you can take away. He gave you a sort of general location that he was able to pick up on based on the texts, based on that very primitive map that you have a copy of. and there is also the matter of the scouting party that he had sent out that he wants you to meet up with if they're alive.
And they were like sent here and didn't, and he assumes they've shipwrecked or something like that.
Yeah, the storm hit, and it's likely that they have died in the shipwreck. Yeah.
So I guess my question is, did we see any signs or indications of a shipwreck where we were getting off of the Elven Maiden?
No, from there you didn't see anything. There was a point in the storm where you saw wooden debris, and metal fittings and that sort of thing. But that was a ways out.
Okay.
Do we know if the scouting party landed?
You do not.
Yeah.
Then I think when we're going like up to the sandy beach area, Ren would like to be looking around for any signs of people having been around here.
Make a perception check.
I think. Say, hey Ryan, you want to get that mind link going on? I think I'll take a look from above, see what I can see.
Yes, I can. She's gonna look over to Bastion. This might be a bit strange, but I have ways to communicate with that we often use as a group where I can link us mentally, and so would you like to be part of that?
Yeah. Sure.
Just thought I'd ask. Some people are off put by it, so just so you know, it's not like I can read your every thought. You do have to will it
Oh,
to us, so
thank goodness. There's a lot that goes on in here.
So she's gonna do that, and it lasts for 7 hours.
That's great.
Not bad, not bad. And your perception check?
Wait. It's gonna be terrible. I am going to use my inspiration to give myself advantage.
And Rhowan, what was your plan there?
I am going to wild shape into a giant eagle and fly up and do a loop.
A loop of
Some diameter. I don't know. I'm going to fly around a little bit. I'm not going to lose sight of the party on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, well, that is fortuitous because Ren, you see nothing.
It's my weird eyes.
They're unique.
Give me your eagle perception check.
One thing, giant eagles have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight.
They do indeed.
So
Okay. Well, as you soar up, the first thing you notice is that, as I stated, this island is fairly large. You can see that the jungle is dense and goes out for miles and miles and miles. You do notice that you are not the only large aerial creature about as well. Fortunately, you're fairly distant off the coast and you have kind of soared straight up kind of thing. And so they don't seem to take notice of you, but you do see at least half a dozen fairly large winged creatures flying just over the treetops. Creatures that from this distance you can't quite make out, but they seem unfamiliar to you. As you continue your search, you see on the shoreline, roughly where about you are approaching, there is a small landing vessel that is sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not beached per se, but like rocked just off the beach. That looks to be in disrepair. And as you continue kind of looking about, you do see a faint sign of you see like the faintest pillar of smoke, not too far inside the tree line, breaking through the what's the word I'm looking for? The over
Canopy?
Thank you. Breaking through the canopy. By your estimation, this is either a very, very, very tiny campfire or a campfire that has been reduced to smoldering ashes for some time.
Just be in Ren's head with just everything that I'm seeing up there.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's why I just described it all right away. It's like and based on that, Bastion, you also hear that, and you're able to kind of navigate the ship, or the landing craft, rather, towards the beach nearest where this other boat is.
Perfect.
Rhowan, you are not currently on the ground. I'm just going to bring up the map anyway.
Oh.
It's a big one.
It's the whole island.
It is not. That would be insane. Even I'm not that daring.
Oh boy.
Yet.
My computer's like, what's happening? Give it a minute.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you maxed out the size of a PDF and printed it out, Shanks, it'd be about the size of France. We can do this.
Could be worse.
Hmm.
Are we good? Are we all loaded?
It has loaded.
Greg, you're still muted. I can't. I know you're saying something.
Oh no, I was just like, oh god, that is big.
Yeah. I can't help myself. I don't know what to tell you. But if you're all loaded, you can see that you've landed here because that's kind of like where it's safe to land. But the boat is just over there on the rocks. And as we're not in combat, we don't really need to move your tokens around, but you're welcome to if you want to, if it helps you. But what would you all like to do?
Are there beaches in Kine or Adagrin?
Adagrin doesn't have any beaches because it's literally just a massive built-up city, and there are rivers that run through it, but those rivers are walled rivers. They are maintained.
I think, as stupid as this is, Brielle's never really been to somewhere like this before, and this is all exciting for her, so she's going to dump out her tinderbox. And like, you know, when you're a kid and you put sand in a bottle to bring home as a souvenir, she's putting sand in her tinderbox to bring home to her parents. To be like, I went to this cool island.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Oh, what are you doing, Brielle?
I've never seen a place like this, and I really want to be able to show my mom and dad when we get there that what this is like, because I've never left Adagrin, and I don't think they've ever left Adagrin either, so they might want to see what sand looks like.
Oh, that's very adorable. You can see that her cheeks sort of flush when as soon as the word comes out of her mouth.
Brielle probably doesn't notice because she's just like full of sand, digging it in.
And like a tinderbox, it's not even like you can see into it, right? It's just
they're just like little wooden boxes that have like
it has what you need to start a fire. Yeah.
You could have just borrowed one of my vials. I have a lot of them.
Oh. Could I borrow one?
Yeah, she's gonna take a vial out of her bag.
So after
And
she's
throw
filled
it.
it with the sand, she's gonna go over to the water and dip the ocean and like cork that too. Now I got both things to show them. I should probably go check out that boat though.
The boat's in the water. Yeah,
It's partially in the water, partially up on the rocks.
that does sound like something that Rowan, you might be able to easily do. She says in her head, looking at him.
Hey, you want a lift?
Not really. If you could take a look.
I
Also,
will.
sorry, just to ask, what do you guys do with the boat that you were in?
Oh, does it have an anchor?
No. I assume we probably drag it up onto the beach.
Yeah, Brielle would have offered to do that first.
Just wanted to ask, because
Let
if
it float
not,
away.
it would have just floated away. Yeah, absolutely. You're able to pull it up without an issue. Not that hard to do. Rowan, you
I'll
are
land
going
on
to
that
look at
rock
the boat?
near it, and
Yeah. All right. Give me. You can give me perception. It's fine. Yeah. Let me just tell you, both times that advantage has saved you from a 1.
nice.
Wow.
You take a look into this boat, and you see a couple of scraps of fabric, and not much else, unfortunately. By your estimation, based on the amount of like algae that is inside this boat, it's been sitting here for probably a few days, maybe a week.
There's not a lot here. If there was anything here, somebody cleaned this thing out or didn't have much stuff to do with it in the first place.
They were only scouters, so I guess they wouldn't really have too much with them.
Yeah. Well, we should go check on that campfire, maybe a little bit inland from here.
Oh. Yeah.
Should approach with caution, probably, in case it's not someone we want to run into.
Yeah, I don't know how safe it is for me to do a flyover. I saw some big flying things that I didn't recognize over towards the tree line a little bit.
We could always be really quiet and stealthy. Try and make our way through.
Sure.
I'm good at that
we
now.
can totally do that.
Rowan, does that mean you are changing your shape back, or
Not yet.
Okay.
I got 4 hours on this. I'm gonna see if I can get some use out of it.
Yeah, that's fair. So you guys are heading inland to find this campfire.
Yeah, I think I'll like land, let them walk a little ways, fly, catch up, let them walk a little ways, just so I don't have to fly too high up.
Right, fair enough. All right, then as you approach, is your passive still the same as an eagle, Rowan?
It is. Actually, I think it's higher because I have advantage. And if you have advantage on perception, it adds 5 to your passive.
I see. All right. That's if it's based on sight,
Yes, if it's based on sight.
which this is not.
Well, then it's a 23.
Rowan,
Do better.
Rowan found like just, you said scraps of cloth and stuff. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, you guys continue on towards the tree line, where once you get about this close, Rowan, what are the other passives? Is anyone else above 18?
No.
No.
I have a 9.
Absolutely not.
11.
All right. Then Rowan and only Rowan, you begin to hear some rustling in the dense foliage ahead. You can't make out what it is, or if there is one or many, but you do hear a rapidly approaching sound.
Hey, there's something moving closer to us pretty quick.
Perhaps
pull
we
out
should.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say she's gonna pull out her axe just instinctively.
Ren would like to move here since that looks like cover.
That does look like cover.
She's going to say, perhaps we should hide.
Sure, sounds good.
Do we have our wyverns on us? Like, I'd assume we didn't leave them there because
Yeah,
they're
you
kind of
would-
monsters.
You would have to have them with you, which is a good point. I should put them back in the combat tracker.
And they're
Um,
probably giving us away a little bit.
Brielle would offer to carry Rowan's on her shoulder while he's in eagle form. Because
Oh.
she's been making hers walk everywhere, so it gets
It's
used
not
to
just
doing it.
climbing on
Climb, yeah.
him.
It's standing on my back with its wings out.
oh, I think I only renamed them in the tracker. So
Ah.
That's when you got rid of them.
Yeah, when I moved them out, they got renamed, and I don't have that readily available at the moment. We'll deal with that later.
I think we were doing, mine was 1 and Rowan's was 2, so
Yeah,
keep that.
just keep that in mind for now. And I'll put them on the map. That's 2, so that's with Brielle. That's 1, so that's with Ren. And then Radiant 1 is also with Brielle, but not on you.
Yeah, he
Understand
he
that.
walks everywhere.
All right. All right, then I'm going to need stealth checks from everyone, please and thank you.
Oh, yay.
In the tower, as always. Okay. And I guess I should do theirs as well.
There's us in the wyverns or the thing?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okie dokie. And cool. All right. Well, Rhowan, you hear the sound continue to approach as you all kind of rush behind this massive rock and take cover. You're all like kind of pressing against it as much as you can. The wyverns seem kind of confused, concerned, but they seem to be picking up a little bit of the cues of the group at this point, having spent the last several weeks traveling with you and being in a variety of complicated situations. It looks like, for the most part at least, they're kind of like ducking their head, even though that helps in no way. And as this is all happening, this sound grows to a point that all of you can hear the impact of many, many feet as fairly large creatures come through the dense foliage. You can suddenly hear them break out from the tree line altogether, and they're stomping across the grasslands. And not that you can see them from your hiding spot, though I guess you could, at least some of you, maybe the stealthiest among you, might be able to poke your heads out and not give yourselves away. You can see 3 large reptilian creatures charging at full speed towards the beach.
I wonder what those could be.
Strange abominations.
I assume that you're trying to remain hidden, or is there any altered course at this stage?
Still trying to remain hidden, readying an action to fly if I need to.
Yeah, you can do that. That's not a problem.
Readying an action if they get within 60 feet of us. I gotta toss a psychic blade at it. If it seems like they're coming this way.
Got it. Okay. Well, in that case, this one does get to about here. This one also getting pretty far ahead. This is not their full movement as of yet.
They quick.
They are running full speed. They are dashing. I'll give you that. But they get to here, at which point, what is Brielle's wyvern's name again?
Ashbereth, or just call him Ash.
Ash, surprised by the sudden appearance of these large reptilian creatures, goes, "Rah!" And all at once you see eyes turn towards you, and mid-charge they seem to stumble through the sand a little bit, cut their direction, and turn towards you. Readied actions can be made as they start charging behind this rock. Yeah, you may take flight as an action.
I said she pulls her
like...
axe out, so I would wait for them to get in melee.
I would like to make myself very obvious and sort of buzz by the two of them that are on the north side of this rock. Hopefully not close enough so that they can strike me, but hopefully close enough to get their attention that this giant bird just towards them.
So question for like mechanics and stuff. I said that I was gonna hold my action for when they get in 60 feet of us if they're coming this way.
Yeah.
Do I get advantage on this? Like, am I still stealth when my action goes
You are
off?
still hidden.
Okay.
They're not expecting this attack. Their attention was drawn by the wyvern.
Oh, cool.
And
then
also, now that you are revealed, I can tell you that despite having disadvantage, Bastion got a nat 20 on his stealth.
Nice.
Wow.
I was going to make the joke that I rolled 2 nat 20s.
You did indeed.
Oh my goodness.
If not for Brielle's wyvern, they probably would have run right past you.
Like mother, like son.
Yeah, from your hidden location, you strike out with your blade, and this creature, as it's stopping and changing direction, is struck by the knife and sort of roars out this low, and then just starts running towards you again.
Can I
what
just
is
move in-
that?
oh,
Sorry. What was that, Craig?
Yeah, could I just move in front of Ren slightly and take the dodge action for my prepared?
This is after all the things have been triggered for you to be deciding what you're ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah, we'll see when your action comes up. Sorry.
That's fair.
Okay. I need that out of my way. And that was all the ready actions. Rhowan, you're trying to distract them and draw attention.
Yeah.
Do you want to give me a, let's say, performance check?
I'd rather it be something else.
I understand that, but
Could it be animal handling?
You know what? Sure, I'll give you animal handling. And why'd I say that weird?
Animal hand?
Yeah. the one closest to you does seem to be drawn by your movement, and instead of following through on the trajectory it was on, begins following you. The other one, however, being struck by Ren, is charging at Ren. They are using the dash action, so they're kind of stuck just doing movement at the moment. That's that one, and then this one doesn't seem to notice you at all as it charges towards the wyvern that it wants to eat. Or maybe just trample. No, they're predators. Okay. Eat. Everyone roll initiative, please.
Yay!
Okay. So many different
Guys, I rolled a 6. That's one higher than a 5.
You know, I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
What? Did it
Still not
go in
double
the
digits.
box? That was a good roll, too. Damn it.
What
Oh,
is with my rolls lately?
I'm so sorry. And yeah, so amongst the thundering feet of these dinosaurs, this battlefield sort of erupts very suddenly. Allosaurus 1, which is the one struck by Ren, is at the top of the initiative
Wow.
order.
Jesus.
Yeah,
He's ready.
Come at me.
it is ready, and it is targeting Ren. That is it. So, it does unfortunately not move 30 feet straight towards you, as it was too close to do so. But all the same, it will charge in close and will bite at Ren. But it cannot hit.
Yeah, Ren could just kind of like tumbles backwards in this same spot, just kind of trying to keep where she is, but out of this thing's mouth.
Yeah, absolutely. As we come to Rhowan's wyvern, I think that after all that conditioning to fly, when it sees Rhowan flying away, it tries to fly away also.
Sensible.
Which means Allosaurus 2 gets an attack of opportunity, though. It just at the last second rolled off an 18 for a 2. As very suddenly, sorry, again, your wyvern's name?
Convallaria. Or Connie.
Convallaria just flies away. Their flying speed being 40 feet. She moves away, or he, we don't know yet. Flies away about 40 feet and then dashes up another like 40 feet away. So she's a good like 30 feet in the air, and up and away. As
I'd like to use my sentinel reaction to attack that Allosaur for trying to hurt
absolutely
Rowan's
can do
wyvern.
that. Yeah.
Perfect. I'm clicking it.
Turn of reactions.
Lom has paid us 150 channel points to be hydrated.
Oh shit, dude.
12.
Water bottle acquired. Yeah, you. Yeah, as it's snapping at the wyvern that takes off to flight, your action buries itself into the shoulder of the Allosaurus, and you can see it and respond to that very ferociously. And this one, how far off the ground are you, Rhowan?
Not very. It could. If it moved that much, it's probably within range of me, especially if it's large.
Yeah, fair enough. Then it is within range of you, and it will attack. The other option was that it was going to realize you're out of reach and turn around. So,
Right, I have 26 hit points as an eagle.
Okay. And what's your AC as an eagle?
13.
That is a 15, which will
So that
actually.
hits.
Yeah. I guess I didn't put the giant eagle in yet?
I don't know.
The
I
thing-
gave myself 26 temporary hit points.
Okay, that works for me. Yeah, it's gonna leap up at you with its claws, and gets into you. However, this one has moved the distance needed, and what's your strength as an eagle?
16.
Okay, so that's a plus.
3.
Do you have +3? You don't have any proficiency to strength
No.
saving throws.
No.
You're gonna succeed anyway.
Strong
it-
bird.
It like leaps at you and claws into you hard, and you can feel it trying to pull you down to the ground, but you just manage to dive down a little bit to get out of the reach of its grip. You're good for now. Back to Ren.
Okay. It is right here, huh? This is in melee with me now, yeah?
It is in melee with you, yes.
I am going to bonus action disengage, bringing my wyvern with me, hopefully. in the
Yeah, it's
process.
on you.
Move 30 feet, and then I'm gonna hit it again.
Yeah, just as it's snapping its jaw at you, you kind of duck away and move aside around Bastion, confusing it. And yeah, you're able to make your attack as it is now stuck in melee with him.
And my sneak attack is there.
Oh yeah. Before it can even lock eyes with you again, as it's turning its head, moving away from Bastion and looking towards Ren, as soon as its face is headed towards you, your blade right through the skull, and it just drops.
I think she was like backing up, and then as soon as she saw that one go down, it's like now that she realizes there's one like right beside her that she was not paying attention to.
Is that end of turn?
Yes.
Bastion, it's to you.
Okie dokie. I was expecting that thing to live a little bit longer, but
Payback.
yeah, you know, that's fair. In that case, I'm going to move 30 feet this way,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to Misty Step next to this one.
Yeah.
I probably could have done that all in one move, but here we are.
That's fine.
And then I'm going to target that, and I'm going to do an attack with my greatsword on it.
Yeah, go for it. So yeah, as this Allosaurus drops into the sand before you just
with
start
booming
running in. You're doing booming blade?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, you misty step right up next to it and get your sword deep into it. Let's see your damage roll.
So damage for the greatsword first.
And,
Oh, I didn't do this right. Okay, that's fine.
yeah, you're supposed to apply the effect to yourself first.
Yep.
Just roll a d8. Roll a d8, it's fine.
All right, rolling a d8.
Allosaurus 3. Where's 3? There he is. Yeah, you see your sword cut deep into its hide, and its like hindquarters there, and as it does, this thunderous energy booms out around it.
I think that's my turn. That's movement, bonus action. Yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
Oh,
You
that
gotta
was
apply
a
the
misty
effect to the
step.
Allosaurus now. Oh no, never mind, it's a damage dice. If it moves.
Yeah, it's just
you
the
get
damage
the
dice if it
damage
moves. And yeah, Misty Step wouldn't trigger the. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, a few things I can do.
Sorry. Let's see. Ren's Wyvern. I think it seems to be content at the moment to be hanging on to Ren, to be honest.
His mama is protecting him.
You do see that it's holding on to Ren's shoulders, like literally like almost in a piggyback situation. Like its front like wings are kind of like wrapped over her shoulder a little bit, and its hind legs are kind of gripping onto her hips. And it's like basically there, like the backpack just completely unmovable. You do, however, notice that as it's doing this, its tail is kind of hovering out, like poised.
Okay. Hopefully that works in my favor. We'll see.
Brielle's Wyvern. You know what?
He's scrappy.
He is scrappy.
He's scrappy.
I think he's leaping onto the Allosaurus and trying to make an attack of his own. So it's gonna leap on and bite at this Allosaurus, and it hits as it bites down into it. His undeveloped little teeth, not getting very deep, but his jaw strength is powerful, and it just sinks in hard enough and gets a good grip. And as he's doing that, his tail lashes out at it. However, that's a hit. Okay. Yeah, it punctures a little hole in the creature and has enough con save to resist the brunt of the effects of the poison. Yeah, halved. Good. And now it's to Brielle. As your wyvern suddenly lashes onto this thing.
Good boy, good boy. She's so excited. And she's just gonna try and hit this guy.
Let's do it.
And so the 14.
The 14 on Allosaurus 2. Wait, yeah, you get your axe deep into its neck, and you can see it reeling back. And as it reels back, its jaw kind of comes forward at you again, weakly, slowly. And as it does, your last swing just splits its skull in two, and it just immediately, effortlessly falls into the sand with a thump as kicks up dust around you.
And Brielle just look at Ash and just kind of be like, dinner.
Yeah, he's still holding on to it, and as that happens, he's just like, and starts ripping out chunks of flesh from its body. Rhowan.
I'm so proud.
How much of a pain is it going to be if I want to attack in my wild shape form right now?
If you know the numbers, then just go ahead and roll the raw dice, and I'll drag them on over.
All right, yeah. So as it bites at me and I tear out of its mouth before it can pin the eagle to the ground, it sort of spins around and drags one of its claws across it, making its talon attack.
7 is not going
Took it
to
a hot minute for that die to move away from the number. It like landed right on top of the total, so I couldn't see it. And then it has multi-attack, so then it'll make one with its, try and get it with its beak as well, and that'll definitely hit.
That will definitely hit, yep.
For +3. For a little damage.
For a little damage, yeah. You do a little damage to it.
Talons are the one that you want to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, you swipe at it and it just scrapes across a bony part of its head. And then as you peck down, you manage to just almost get it in the eye, but not quite. And that end of turn?
I think so.
You're just kind of hovering in place there.
You get its get all up in its business.
All right. That brings us to something else that's happening.
Uh-oh.
What were they running from?
Exactly.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
Riel and Ren, on the south side of the tree line, you see something massive suddenly break out from the heavy coverage. However, it doesn't seem to be where the Allosauruses were coming from. Maybe drawn by the sounds of battle, maybe the scent of blood in the air. Hard to say, but something huge just suddenly decided to show up. Right there.
Oh boy.
Almost immediately after that,
That has a lot of teeth.
Maybe they're still baby developing
oh
teeth too,
God.
though.
almost immediately after that, right around where the Allosaurus were, breaking through the tree line is a T-Rex, which is a massive and dangerous looking dinosaur, and yet, with the one that just broke the tree line a moment ago, almost seems kind of small.
Oh, I love this.
Water Elemental, you're not here. You're not here, Water Elemental.
I could be though.
He wanted to be
Spirit.
here.
That brings us back up to the top, where Rhowan's wyvern is now frightened by the Tyrannosaurus and wants to be closer to wherever Rhowan is flying, and so it just flies overhead here and loops around. Allosaurus 3, however, is going to continue to try to eat the big bird
That's fine.
because he hungry.
Who doesn't like chicken wings?
That hits. I have 5 bird hit points left.
You got that 5 BHP. As its mouth comes up and snaps at your legs. I'm the devil? That's kind of harsh. What did I do? And that brings us back around to Red.
Oh boy, that is very big. Let's see.
You're dashing over there?
I don't know if that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go up near Brielle and I am going to hide.
All right.
Oh, that was the wrong one. Oopsie. I sleight of handed instead of stealthing. Does a 31 do it?
I think a 31 is going to do it, yes. However, a 9 does not. And as you go in and instinctively turn and press your back against the rock, your head pushes into the belly of your wyvern and goes, "Ah!" You're like,
She
"Oops, sorry."
immediately yeah, she's so not used to that. I'm so sorry.
Is that your turn?
That was movement, bonus action. I'll try to help finish off that one that's still alive over there, just because we're gonna have to deal with something very big very quickly. And that was almost a nat one.
What's the range on those? 60?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, your blade streaks across the beach and collides with the creature, and it kind of and roars out and doesn't seem to understand where it's getting hurt from.
And I do want to make it clear that she said that is very big in everyone's mind when she ran towards the rock. And that'll be the end of her turn.
Bastion, you know something is very big. You also see the T-Rex emerge, so...
Okay,
Stands to reason.
cool. All right, Bastion is going to cast Thunderstep and move 90 feet that way.
Absolutely.
Why are you going towards the big scary thing?
Now, the
let 'em cook.
thunder damage occurs on landing, or from where you take off?
No, it occurs on leaving. So I will target. I think I'm nope.
I think you just
Target
untarget.
the Allosaurus. Okay, I redid it. Oops. All right. Where are we? Thunderstep.
Yeah, well, sounds a failure as you suddenly disappear in a cacophonous. I can't speak tonight. You know, a big boom of thunder. Gosh,
Thunder go boom.
thunder go boom.
Not a very good roll.
Yeah, Rhowan, you hear this explosion as the Allosaurus just kind of head over heels through the sand for a little bit. Is the range only 5 feet on that? Or what is that?
Thunderstep?
Yeah,
It is. Where are you?
the
I
damage.
think it's 10 feet.
10 feet? That'd be
Yeah,
fine.
10 feet of the space I left.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and you suddenly appear at the feet of this massive Tyrannosaurus, this great reptilian beast with tiny little arms and a massive gaping maw, roaring at you as it finds itself in front of its dinner.
Hey there, little buddy. That'll be my turn.
That's your turn?
Yep.
All right. Ren, your wyvern seems to be a little bit annoyed with you. However, it remains holding on to you, just sort of clambers onto you a little bit tighter. Its hind legs digging in a little bit deeper as it holds on to you.
Ouch.
And Ash, I think Ash suddenly takes flight and leaps up onto this rock to look out at what's coming.
Oh,
It's
hey,
your
over
turn.
here. Seeing all those sharp, pointy teeth, I'm going to heal Rhowan and do the bludgeoning, piercing, all that jazz.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, good call.
So,
Good call.
Yep. And then I'm going to. Well, I guess if Ash jumped out, then my cover's kind of blown. So I will come over here and I'm going to throw my javelin at the T-Rex.
All right. It is a hit. You chuck your javelin as it's roaring at Bastion, and it collides with the T-Rex. Just seems to stick into the shoulder a tiny bit, and then phases out back to your hand.
Back to my hand. Throw it again.
Yeah, another one streaking across the grassland, and again, just kind of like it almost looks like the spearhead isn't even getting all the way into its flesh.
And then I'm going to move the last, what I move, 20? I'll move 10 back.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Bird Rhowan.
You hear some distressed squawking that as, let's see, that's about, let's see how far that is from it.
You want to move there?
Let's see. 70 feet. It closed. The wild shape, 1 moment, please. Giant eagle, 80 feet. Okay. So I'm going to move. I'm going to get within 30 feet of it, and at some point the distressed squawking becomes common as Rhowan drops the wild shape. Says, wait, I think I can get it on our side, and he'd like to cast Dominate Beast on the T-Rex.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's get that casting. It's only a bonus action to drop wild shape, right? Or
Yeah.
Is that for moon druids?
I could wild shape into one of my. It's a bonus action to drop it for everybody, I believe. But I could just wild shape again into one of my chalice forms, which takes me a bonus action anyway. So let's do that for the action economy. So I'll put on the chalice.
All right.
I'll just into the chalice and Dominate Beast.
Roll that saving throw.
Really? Does anybody have anything they can do about that?
No,
It's too
because
far
it's not
away.
an attack and it's too far away.
That's the only thing. A natural 20 is the only thing I can't stop on this.
Dang.
Oh.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Uh,
Right, so it's a friend then?
Give me another try. Hang on.
As he's saying that, it's like rearing back and like getting ready to attack. Is that end of turn for Rhowan?
Action, bonus action, movement, yes.
All right. We are at the halfway point, so before we kind of officially step into the next phase of this combat, I guess, maybe we'll take our little break and you guys can do some thinking on how you're going to handle this now.
Oh
I
boy.
wanted my kaiju fight, Shanks.
Like dinosaurs.
Thanks, Lon.
Well, we'll be back in a few minutes, so get your drinks, get your snacks, and come back to watch our dinosaur fight.
Bye.
Welcome back, everyone.
Something about butts. I don't know what you said.
I'm holding on to it. Now what do I do with it, Shanks?
I don't know. That's just what Samuel L. Jackson said in Jurassic Park, so... Samuel L. Jackson. Okay. So now that I've identified it for my players, this incredibly fun and charming and friendly, to its own kind, Hookjaw Behemoth, a homebrewed dinosaur, as it locks eyes with Brielle, who has come out around the rock. Its aggressive nature takes over, and you just see it charging towards you at full speed, closing that distance instantly.
They
As
gonna
you
pin her
can-
against the rock? You said they locked eyes, and then I thought it was going
Oh my
It charges forward, boom. So when you
Oh.
come around here, yeah, you can see its aggressive nature just taking hold. It just, its feet tearing up dirt and sand and grass as it charges forward, and immediately you can feel the danger as it charges in, making 2 attacks. Sure. So first of all, it is going to bite at Brielle. That's a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool.
Look how
Pausing just
happy
to
you
see if
are.
bullshit. I know, right?
Nope.
I told you it's
You're
probably
good.
not going to be an issue tonight.
It's only if
Um,
its friend gets hit, then I'll pull bullshit.
Cool. Well, here's the damage roll as its teeth pierce through your armor in multiple places. There we go.
There
Took
it
a
is.
second.
Fantasy Grounds is like,
Damn.
are you sure, dude? I'm going to wait. I'm going to give you
Yeah,
a
we
minute.
like Brielle. Let's think about that.
And I want to make sure I read this correctly. And because it has bit you, no saving throw, you are grappled. You are grappled until this grapple ends. The target is restrained, and the hookjaw cannot bite another target. So you are both grappled and restrained, and inside the hookjaw's mouth, as it's just holding you in place with all these jagged teeth. You can see now why it's called the hookjaw, even though no one's told you that, because
We name it that.
you are not.
Yeah.
You are naming it that now. As you see from inside its mouth, there are multiple teeth that are hooked inward to keep you in place. And immediately following up that attack, how far out is Ash? Within 20 feet. As it's holding you in its mouth, its tail suddenly swings wide across and strikes towards Ash. Where is my... Why is the damage dice not showing up for this? That's a hit.
It doesn't do
It is-
any damage. It just pushes it.
Incorrect. It is 48 plus 7. Oh, I need to do the plus 7 first, obviously. You can hear a pained screech from Ash as this spiked tail slams into the stone, piercing multiple places on his body. As he kind of rolls away, you can see that the actual spikes of its tail are embedded in this rock.
Because I'm grappled, can I still attack it?
Yeah, you can still attack. You're gonna have
I'm using
disadvantage
my
because you're
reaction.
restrained.
I don't care. I'm mad. I'm going to use my reaction for Sentinel to try and attack this dude.
Absolutely, you can.
Don't attack my little guy. Do I have to click a disadvantage, or will it automatically do that?
You should automatically do that because you're restrained. I did apply the effect to you.
Damn it! That's a miss.
Yeah, you're with your axe in hand, you're inside its mouth, you hear Ash screech, and you go to slash at it, and you just can't find purchase with your axe inside the mouth. The hilt of it just like caught between two teeth. You just don't have the room you need. That is his turn, though. The T-Rex, however... Bastion, have you done anything to it? I'm trying to...
No,
You haven't,
not
right?
yet.
All right. But Rhowan, you did cast some sort of spell that made it feel uncomfortable. I'm going to give you 5 to 6 that it changes targets. Anything below, it's going to remain on its current target.
Can I subtract the d6 from
Amazing.
Yeah, Bastion, you notice as it was roaring at you and rearing up to attack, and suddenly its head seems discombobulated, and it turns slightly to get that eye focused on Rhowan, and then immediately just charges on past you. You can... oh, no, you can't. It's not leaving your area. So it is going to... let's go right there. Target Rhowan with... It has similar abilities. 1 bite, 1 tail. It's going to target you with its bite.
Ooh.
That 20.
Ooh.
Fortunately, this is not the stronger of the two.
Doesn't really matter. I don't.
What? It's not the strong.
That was fewer dice.
Yeah, it only
Oh.
does 1d12 less.
Sorry?
It does 1d12 less, which is good.
Yeah, exactly. And with a crit, it would have been 2d12. You know?
Yes.
So, yeah, you see it charge forward, stepping over Bastion, and comes down and sinking its teeth into you. You are also grappled and
That's
restrained
fine.
as it takes hold of you. It's
Well, that changes
the
my turn.
terrible
But
breath full of rotting flesh just encumbering all your senses. And as that happens, Bastion, its tail lashes out at you.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Do you have shield or anything you want to do? Will that even help you? I guess not.
I don't think that'll help.
25 to hit.
Yeah.
Then you get bludgeoned by its tail as it sinks its teeth into Rhowan. Back to the top, where Connie is seeing Rhowan being eaten by this dinosaur. Flying speed of 40.
Stay back. Don't you get in here.
Spray your poison in its mouth.
Are you actually saying that from in?
If I have the wherewithal to see it flying towards me.
I'll give you that. Make an animal handling with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
That looked like it. What? It dropped to 6 though.
It dropped to 13.
Oh, you just have a plus 13. Got it.
Yeah.
These stat numbers are. This is like 3rd edition at this point. You guys are fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Well, I don't know. You maybe see at moments as you're moving about in this dinosaur's mouth, it's streaking towards you and then suddenly and flaps and hovers a little bit ways off instead of approaching further. Ren.
Okay, Brielle is in the mouth of this thing. My wyvern's mad at me, inclined to my back.
I would like to point out to chat that they've been asking me for dinosaurs for a long time.
I'm not taking responsibility for
It
this.
was
Only one-
just me, and it was mostly a meme.
Well, meme accomplished.
Yay!
I mean, technically, Brielle's giving me sneak attack right now, right?
Yeah, she's not incapacitated, so
Yeah, actually, from right where I am, I'm gonna do 2 attacks on this thing. Did I target? I did.
yep. It's a big target, so you have no difficulty placing your blade right into it, like the lower neck, upper chest area. You can see it kind of flinch a little bit, but as it turns its head to point its eye in your direction, it seems to continue to focus on chewing.
I manifest my other blade in my hand and toss that one as well. I think.
That's another hit.
Nope, it's not very much damage, but
A glancing blow kind of strikes through it, doesn't seem to respond to it at all.
I'm going to move around the other side of this. I think, yeah, that's it. That's what
That's
I'm
your
doing.
Cool. Bastion, you got hit by a tail and you're watching Rhowan get eaten.
Yep, love that. Cool. I'm going to move around to the other side of the T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Weird question. How, would I be able to reach up and grab my friend's hand?
Yeah.
Or, his foot? Or any part of him?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Then I would like to do that. And cast Thunderstep to get us both away from there.
All right. Yeah, I'll allow that. Yeah. Good move.
All right. I'm gonna let him try the thing again, so I'm gonna move around 30. Oh.
I'm doing something else now. I am very badly wounded.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Well, in that case, we're gonna get you far enough away. So we'll move 90
You got
feet that way.
fucked up real good.
You really did.
Yeah, you can roll your damage on that as well.
Alright.
As they don't get a saving throw or anything.
No, they do.
do?
Understep. All right. There we go.
But that is
Dang it. All right.
They
Well,
still take half.
half damage, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he will also take 4 thunder damage from my Heart of the Storm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right,
that-
you
that-
good?
Yeah.
You got a bunch of holes in you.
Yeah. Give me a second.
All right.
Did it already take damage from something else? I'm confused right now.
Yeah,
It must have, right?
it
okay.
did. Bastion hit it last round, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
All right. That's your turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ren, your wyvern seems to be concerned for Ash as it's like now climbing up onto your head to look at the top of the stone, and it's gone.
Is Ash doing anything in particular, or is it just that it's close to this creature?
It is recovering from being punctured by its tail.
Okay.
But as it comes to its turn, it's going to go ahead and take flight and try to get the hell up out of there. Which I guess will provoke an attack of opportunity, won't it?
Oh no.
I
Disengage.
feel bad, to be honest.
Disengage.
Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, it knows to disengage. I'll give you that. It immediately just starts flying away, having broken free of It won't get as far, but
Far enough.
yeah, up and away a little bit. What was that? We have 60 feet, right? So more up. Yeah. Okay. Riel, you are inside its mouth, restrained and grappled. You may make a strength check if you would like to try to break free. It is an action to do so. You are also muted.
I am. Can I do a bonus action first?
Yeah.
Okay. Question. It says technically if I lack the space, I don't change. Can I giant smite in this guy's mouth to make myself large?
No, you are inside its mouth. You don't have the space
Okay.
to do that. Yeah.
Okay. Then I will just try and make an athletics check to break this thing. Where are we? That's a 28.
Hot damn. You are so lucky. Let me just tell you.
Damn, I should have done that, then done the giant smite.
Yeah, but you go to start pulling yourself out, and you again notice those hooked fangs, and you like kind of lift up more than you would normally do so, and you're able to pull its jaw open just enough to leap out before it snaps shut behind you.
Nice.
You have broken
Could
your
I do
conditions.
giant smite then? Because you said no originally first?
Yeah, you absolutely can do it now.
Okay, we're doing it now. We're going to be large.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if I did that right.
Your token did just grow ever so slightly, so
Just a little bit.
Am I size large? No. That
there
large?
you go.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Large,
I don't know. I just learned how to do this, okay?
Kind of cool.
large is,
Yes,
is
so-
2 by 2.
Yeah, large
2
would
by
be
2.
2 by 2.
Okay. I will that's my turn because it was my action to break that.
Fair enough. Rowan.
I'm gonna heal myself.
That's smart.
All right. You're currently targeting Brielle.
I know. I wanted to see how far away she was. Let's see. 27. Yeah. I'll save that for later. I'll just heal myself. That's within 40 feet. I need to see some distances here. For some stuff.
Just so you know, Ash is also about 30 feet in the air.
Okay.
So we got a Pythagoras that one. If
Math.
there's any question about the reach.
Within 30 feet. Yeah, so it's not a question. It's not even possible. Cool. I'm going to move just a little bit closer to Brielle. I am going to cast let's say a 3rd level Cure Wounds on myself.
Yep. Let's see it.
It'll help. So that'll
Plus 10. God damn.
Yeah. And I'll have a little bit for you. Just
Yay.
some extra healing energy floating around. Feel a little bit better about that. Okay, that was my action. A little bit of my movement. And for I'm just gonna back up again. I am just gonna back up again.
That works for me.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right, cool. Bill, did you already get some healing from somewhere?
No, but I did take half damage from that 40.
Half damage. Got it. Okay. I'm like, wait, this number seems so much smaller.
Yeah.
Hill Giant Rune, hell yeah.
Yeah. It's a
Good
beautiful
that came out
thing.
much for you.
The
That's so
absolute best person to be up in melee right now.
Yeah.
Yay, me.
Speaking of which, we're back to the hook jaw, and it is pretty angry that you broke free and it didn't get to eat you, and you are large now. And I just need to, if the target is medium or smaller, so you are now also avoiding its ability
amazing.
to eat you.
Like I planned that.
However, it is still going to bite you.
That's fine.
That's a nat 20.
That's fine.
Can you cancel that?
I think it's only another creature. When another creature. Yeah, not me.
Have fun.
Oh god. Oh god.
97 damage. Halved. As it's- this massive maw comes down at you once again. You try to get your shield up in between you and its mouth just goes around the shield, those long hook teeth just piercing you from both sides. You can feel organs being pierced. And basically the only thing holding your body together at the moment is that rune that activates and protects you from the worst of it. And since no one else is within range, it's also going to spin and strike at you with its tail.
It'd be really cool if it didn't, though.
That would be pretty cool.
It didn't.
It didn't,
Okay.
and as it releases you because it can't quite lift you off the ground, it turns swinging its tail, and you're able to deflect it at the last second. It flies up and then into the ground next to you. That's its turn. Nobody else on this team would have survived that.
Yeah.
The T-Rex. Well, congratulations, Ren.
Yep.
You are the only
I saw
person
that coming.
within range. As it charges towards Ren, you see its massive jaw open up as it starts running, getting lower and lower until it's just this great maw charging towards you. Its powerful legs driving it forward.
I think Ren's having a hard time keeping track of where everyone is because they were like over there and then they weren't, and then they were over there and now they're not. So she did not see this coming.
That is a 2. Do I still have advantages?
You have 1. Yes.
No.
I'm going to use it. That's still a miss?
Yes. I think like seeing this thing come towards her wyvern kind of like alerts her to the presence of it, and she just kind of like does the tumbling backwards, but this time she makes sure that she grabs onto her wyvern so she's not like putting her weight on him and making it even more mad.
Yeah, and as that's happening, it just suddenly indiscriminately turns and swings its tail, it moving sharply towards your wyvern,
Oh shit.
and just bludgeons it with the tail, it completely falling off of your shoulder and tumbling into the sand.
Now I'm angry.
Connie is still trying its best to obey Rhowan despite how harrowing this situation looks. Ren, your turn.
Mm-hmm. Stop. Okay. I am going to No, okay, I'm gonna disengage from this one as a bonus action.
Okay.
Is Ash is in the air, right?
Yeah,
Like,
30 feet up.
I'm trying not to leave Ash to be the only target. There.
I love when I see all these like arrows and stuff, cones being drawn. I know what you're thinking.
With a bonus action, disengage, and Brielle is still there.
I would like to point out your wyvern is still there as it's no longer holding on to you.
It's not holding on to me. What can I do to... Is it like a free action or an action to grab the wyvern to bring it?
It is a creature with its own initiative, so it would be an action.
I will take that then. Right. Action, bonus action, then yeah, my movement. Why not?
Did you not already use your movement?
Oh, to disengage, shoot. Yeah, well then I stay there.
Alright.
It's gonna come right for me again, but I'm hoping that it doesn't hit my wyvern this time.
Alright, and that's end of turn.
Yep.
Bastion.
Cool. I'm gonna cast confusion on the hook jaw.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. Why does it say confusion? Okay. Save. There we go. I can apparently apply it to myself.
It's
Right,
confused.
it is. It is now confused.
It is confused.
What does that
So
mean?
I have the table up if you do need it.
it can't take reactions. It must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Well, then when it gets to it, I'll roll a d10 for it. Is that your turn?
No, I'm also going to move up closer to the T-Rex too.
I think
All right.
I am going to try and dominate it again now that I healed myself up a little bit.
Perfectly
Okay.
fine. Just in case you don't, though.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. How tightly are you holding on to the wyvern there, Ren?
I don't like that question.
No.
Was he gonna try and escape?
I think she was trying to coax it back onto her back, but if it looked like it was too hurt to do so, then not very, like enough that she could have picked it up. But I don't think
So
she's
yeah,
like...
you scooped it up and you start running, and then all of a sudden it just clambers up your chest and takes flight.
Okay. That is fine. For now.
Straight at the T-Rex.
Oh no! That's not good.
Little guy.
Latches onto the side of it and tries to bite and can't get through its reptilian hide, and then all at once strikes with its stinger, which also just off its thick
Can
skull.
I use Ren's inspiration for my wyvern?
I'll allow it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then. For that second attack.
Nice.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
You see its stinger stick deep into the T-Rex's neck, and weirdly you see a jolt of lightning as that happens. The T-Rex
Electric dinosaur.
seems to try to shake off this thing in its neck and cannot, and takes the full force of that wyvern venom.
Good boy.
On a failed save and have its speed reduced to 0 and become unable to take reactions until the end of its next turn.
Oh.
Well, maybe I won't dominate it if its speed is 0.
Nice.
At which point, sorry, again, your wyvern's name?
Revkin?
Ravkin immediately just takes flight again and moves away from it into the air, and it does nothing about it.
Nice. Sorry about your kaiju fight.
It's okay. There's other dinosaurs.
I'm sure this is just the beginning of them.
Ash
have my
seems to be emboldened by its sibling and rushes in to do the same thing, latching onto the side of it and biting. This one definitely piercing in, getting an artery, and you see blood
that's the little guy.
spray out of
These
the
things are
dinosaur.
candy.
And then, much like its sibling again, the stinger, although that's a miss.
Can I also use an advantage?
I knew that was coming.
I have 3.
Yes, you may. I've set a precedent that I don't know if I
Yep.
agree with, but here we are. Oops, I rolled a damage instead of rolling the attack again. Let's hope it hits. It doesn't. I gotta subtract damage.
Oh no.
T-Rex -9 is why is math so hard to do when you're on the spot? There we go.
I know. Like, I
it-
swear I'm not dumb.
Its tail just off the bones, can't seem to find a good spot to stab, but much like its sibling, then just flaps away up into the air,
Oh, boy.
just out of reach of its attacks. Brielle, back to you. Giant fighting a dinosaur.
Yeah, I'm gonna second wind.
There's your kaiju fight.
Yeah.
I'll take
Yeah, I
it.
know, right? Brielle's the kaiju fight we had all along.
And then I'm going to attack, and then I will be action surging afterwards.
Amazing.
Miss.
That is a miss.
I'm used my inspiration to try and
Yep.
make that not a miss. But it's
Is
not a
it?
miss. Oh, and I got an extra d6 because of Giant Smite.
You just dealt both of those damages to it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's see.
Okay, so, and that's extra damage?
Yes, so
Okay,
it
so
would
I'm
be
subtracting
20
these.
total. So,
That doesn't help me.
okay.
There we go. I have
Yeah.
a number of wounds I have to subtract from. Like,
sorry, I forget that they do it the opposite way. Okay, so that was attack number 1. That was so close to a 20.
Ooh. Yeah.
yeah, it was.
And a d6.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Giant Smite.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
that's attack 2. And then action surge.
You are muted, Vix.
I was just saying, Brielle is gonna be able to say that she single-handedly took down a dinosaur. No.
Let's hope. Let's hope. No, that was almost a 20.
That was also
Ah!
almost a 20.
And then the d6 for Giant Smite. And then last attack.
Yep,
And a
just
D6
4
for
hits,
giant
even if you didn't get that crit that you almost got a couple of times.
I know,
the-
it would have been so good.
Yeah, Brielle, having broken free and grown to a much larger size, is now just like holding this thing in place with its shield and just hacking into it. You can see like these massive gash wounds being carved into its face as it flinches from the attacks. But you do not get through the bone enough to actually stop it from coming at you.
That's okay. I would like to move over here to put myself in between it and Ren as a shield. And that is my turn.
Rhowan, you are targeting everyone on your team.
I would like to do math. I think that'll put me where I need to be.
Okay.
Not quite. A little bit more. Okay.
Rhowan's like, okay, hold on over here. Okay, hold on. No one move.
I am gonna pop a mass cure wounds.
Yeah.
What's the range on that?
30 feet.
The 2 wyverns in the north side there are out of range.
Even though they had to fly down.
I specified they were flying up out of the range of the T-Rex's attacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll just get these people.
Yep, you can get them, no problem.
That's a good
Ooh,
roll.
that was a good one. That was a very
Amazing.
good one.
I forgot to target myself. Okay.
You want me to just drag that on to... Oh,
Sure, that'd be nice.
Does that work in reverse? Let's see. It did.
Yep. And let's
Thanks, Fancy
see.
Grounds.
Untarget, untarget, untarget.
Yeah, you're almost like unwounded now after all that.
Brielle's looking fresh.
And let's see if we
Oh,
can
that's
make her look even more fresh because I cast a healing spell. I can get just a little bit extra from the chalice.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice. Good as new.
Nicely done.
That was a big old spell, and math, Pythagoras. Just changed what I was going to do like 5 times this round.
That's yeah, I get that. And in case anyone's wondering, this healing moment is exactly why monsters deal so much damage.
It's like an arms race, but this healing moment is because monsters deal so much damage. I will use why do I have a pointer? I don't wanna-
Let's get narrower. We can trace everything. The problem goes back to Boar's Delta. That
The problem
Yeah.
does go back to Boris.
Where's Delta? We hate that place.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right, good turn. Everyone's feeling way better, except for those 2 wyverns.
They had to go fly away.
They'll be fine.
All right, Brielle.
He has to roll a d10 first.
That's right. Thank you. D10 is happening. That's a 6. What's a 6?
Doesn't move or take an action this turn.
Brielle, you're locked into this battle with this hookjaw, and suddenly it just kind of looks up at the sky. And a bit of drool coming out of its mouth.
Why am I hungry?
You
A
see like
single
clouds
tear.
behind its eyes.
I like that.
Then that's its turn, I guess. Does it make another saving throw at the end of its turn or anything?
Yes, it does. Wisdom save.
Okay. Can you
You did
can you
19.
go ahead?
Oh,
and
yeah, I
do
guess
that
I
if
have
you're
to do
targeting it.
Ah.
That's another failure. However, with the wyverns flying up out of its reach, the T-Rex turns towards Bastion.
Is its speed still 0 from the wyvern poison?
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
He has a tail though, maybe.
Its tail range is only 10 feet, unlike the hookjaw. So
Just a baby
Wyvern.
tail. Size does
Um,
matter.
Wow.
wow. I mean,
Damn.
if 10 feet's not good enough for you, maybe it's your problem. That's all I'm saying. Hi, Pip.
Look, a fight.
We're gonna fight with dinosaurs. Yeah, because of the wyvern toxin, it does nothing until the.
I would feel bad, but you're the one who decided they were gonna attack on our behalf, so.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't feel bad. You guys have the wyverns. If they die, they die. I'm not gonna
this
feel
is
bad
their
about it.
personal fight.
But you put a lot of effort into them, and so they're going to be
Appreciate that.
effective. Speaking of, I think Connie is also feeling emboldened and wants to not be excluded.
Yeah. Rhowan. Oh, I meant Rhowan gives her the hand signal.
She's not going to have enough speed to move away, but she dives in because she doesn't want to be left out, and she gets that signal. You see her latch onto the side of the T-Rex and bite down on it real hard, and then its tail comes up right into the face, and again you see as it strikes a zap of lightning as its stinger pierces the dragon, or not dragon, T-Rex's hide. It has to make another con save, which it succeeds.
Does it look like it's coming off the wyvern or the dinosaur? Like, is it obvious or no? You can't tell.
You see when the stinger pierces its flesh, there's a jolt of lightning. Ren.
Right. Well, not too certain. Sure. I think she'll stay right where she is for now and summon her blade to her hand, chuck it towards the one that's in front of Brielle at the moment.
Yeah.
Getting a little bit concerned about all the wyverns.
That's a nat 20. So make sure you apply
Let's
your sneak
go.
attack. Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah. As it seems to be confused, its gaze shifting off into the sky, your blade goes right up under the neck, and you see its whole body seize as foam starts coming out the corners of its reptilian mouth. However,
Didn't kill it, you guys.
it's
oh
still
my
know.
god.
It looks like it nearly did.
Oh my goodness. But Brielle's been doing a lot of damage to it too, so that's
It
concerning.
has taken a lot of damage. I'll tell you, it's taken 171 damage so far.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
What else can she do right now? Yeah, I don't know. I think she's just gonna back up a little bit more.
Yeah, you can do that.
Can she? That's her wyvern that's currently on the.
No, that's Rhowan's wyvern.
Okay. All right, then I'll leave it at that because I know that hers is hurt.
Okay, Bastion.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over there.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to target. I think I can do both of these guys with a lightning bolt.
Yeah, not at that angle exactly, but yes, you can absolutely hit both of them. I have no issue with that.
Should I move over slightly more, like there?
No, it's fine. No, like it's just the angle. It's not a big deal.
Okay. All right. Where lightning bolt? There we go.
Both failures.
Beautiful.
Roll some lightning damage.
There we go.
Not quite enough. Oh my gosh.
All right. All right. Well,
yeah,
How many twos?
you will
you
also
line up.
do 4 damage to the T-Rex.
Absolutely. You line up, and this streak of lightning passes through the T-Rex and then through the hookjaw behemoth, and you can see both of them just like jolting in response to this blast. However, both of them kind of very slowly shake it off.
Why won't you die? very tempted to scooch away, but I also don't want the wyvern to get hit, so he likes them. He's gonna stay in combat with this and hope that his lightning bolt drew the attention.
All right. Ren's wyvern moves in again to do the same thing it did before and begins biting at it. Cannot, with its teeth, get anything for some reason. But then its tail lifts up and once again strikes into the T-Rex, piercing it right in the neck. You see this fizzle of lightning energy, and as the toxin begins to work its way through the dinosaur, you can see its veins just begin to bulge out, its drool coming out thicker, its tongue lolling out of its mouth, and it seems to want to shake it off, and it just can't, and the whole ground shakes around you as this thing falls to the earth dead.
Okay.
All three
grief,
wyverns
girls.
begin feeding on it.
Good.
Okay, we're just gonna keep on hacking at this guy.
Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. That's good.
That is a miss.
So we're gonna use my inspiration and try again. Just gonna burn through all of them. That's gonna miss
It's the
more.
same number, unfortunately.
And second attack. That
Wow.
sucked. The
Oh my
end.
gosh.
That's my turn.
I feel so bad for you right now.
Damn.
You have one
No,
more
it's-
inspiration?
Oh no, I don't.
you
I used them all.
Oh,
I used
shoot.
mine on Ash.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
thing that looked so confused, as you go to swing your axe at it, its head just kind of lolls over and you just into hard bone and you can't seem to actually damage it. End of
That's my
turn?
turn. Yep.
Oh boy. Rhowan.
No, it's good. It's good. I'm still a shield.
Do I upcast it though? That's the question. Guiding bolt, regular.
Regular old guiding bolt.
Vanilla flavored.
What's this look like as you're casting this?
Rhowan finally having mended up everybody, gathers some of that radiant energy that is channeling left around the head of the spore caller's crook and levels it at this creature threatening Brielle, and let's see if we can hit first. I'm going to use my inspiration on that.
Absolutely.
We just really want this thing dead.
Fortunately,
It
still
doesn't
miss.
hit. Oh well. And it just probably some reflective shiny patch of scale right on its forehead just
Yeah, it's just way off into the
Oh.
distance.
I hit it.
It's gonna roll a d10, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Another
Same thing.
4. It just confused
Mhm.
and like its head getting lower and lower. You can see this thick bony plate at the back of the skull,
man.
and not much else at the moment. T-Rex
Saved our bacon.
is being eaten. Ren, it's back to you.
Well, believe it or not, I think what I'm gonna do is throw one of my daggers at it.
Yeah. What's this look like as Ren does this?
Seeing that the wyverns are now happy and feasting, she's no longer gonna try to keep an eye on them, and she moves into like the shadow of this rock, and she's going to toss one dagger on like between Brielle and the rock as she's going that way. So she just summons this purple and black energy to her hand. I don't want to make it sound too cool in case she misses right now.
The downside of describing before you roll the die.
And she misses. So
Indeed,
she's gonna do that again with her other offhand blade.
Yeah, as you're moving southward, you throw a blade and it dissipates off with the bony skull. But as you continue on, you find an opening just a little bit down the side of its face towards the neck. You can see the carotid artery kind of thumping through the reptilian scales as your dagger pierces it completely. Its whole body jolts suddenly and then just collides with the ground. If Brielle had been smaller at this moment, I'd be having her roll a dex save. But given that you're massive and you've been in melee with this thing, you're just like pushing against it as it falls into you. The
I
battle
think
is over.
Ren lets out a breath that she didn't realize she'd been holding in much of like the last maybe 20 seconds or so. And she runs towards where Brielle is. Are you okay?
Yeah, I feel great now. That second rush hit me real good.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
were these things?
I've never seen anything like this.
Maybe landbound dragons?
I don't know if that's a thing.
I don't know, man. I got nothing.
Their skulls are Are their skulls bigger or smaller than the skull that she dragged? Would she be able to estimate if they're dragon sized or
Oh
not?
my god.
The T-Rex skull would be a little bit smaller than the dragon skull. The Hookjaw Behemoth skull would be about the same size.
I don't know. I mean, it could be. Heads are the same size.
No
Either
wings,
way,
though, in there. They didn't seem very smart.
Hmm.
I do think either way, we have a friend who may be interested in at least some of this
Oh,
creature.
I think Ari would think this is so cool.
Oh, I was talking about me.
Oh, I mean, they're pretty big. You could both probably take some parts.
Yeah.
You lot are crazy, and I love it.
I mean, look at these teeth. They're huge.
They are.
That's like a whole sword right there.
Can I have one of the claws?
Yeah, go for it.
Perfect.
Gonna start hacking up this hookjaw dinosaur. I think first though she goes and sees if her wyvern is okay, if it even lets her take it off of the other dinosaur.
They seem to be completely gorging themselves on meat, like voraciously. They are just absolutely tearing into it. There is blood everywhere. They are completely red in color at the moment.
I
Look at
leave
them
it.
having a good time.
Why did they run this way though?
Like the first ones? Or all of them?
All of them. I were the smaller ones just being hunted?
That's my assumption.
I'm guessing they saw Rhowan. He was
Oh.
flying.
Maybe. Came for a meal.
Well, it could be, but I don't think landbound creatures would chase something in the air.
Hmm. Do you think there's something even bigger chasing them?
I
I
hope
think
not.
that was it. And he points at the behemoth.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I don't want bigger than that. I can't get bigger than that.
That was pretty big.
Yeah, speaking of which, you're huge.
Oh, she like immediately turned small and that's like,
Okay, that's very jarring. Is that normal for you?
it is now. It's been for a little bit.
That's cool.
It helps when we fight big stuff.
She's like a baby god.
Yeah, it's true.
What Ren said.
A baby. Right, I'm gonna need more context for that later, but that's fine.
I mean, that's about.
That's the context.
You've got the context.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool, perfect. I
I'm
like
like a Tharvos gives me power, and so I'm pretty much like a baby god because of it.
Perfect. I'm speechless for once.
You'll find your words, I'm sure. Brielle's just gonna like hang out by the wyverns, like she'll putz away from him and wait for them to stop gorging. And then if they've left anything, she's gonna like get as much meat off the body as she can for future use. And then I don't know if any of them were injured, but she'll healing hands them and like all that
absolutely.
kind of stuff. Cure
How
wounds.
much can you do with healing hands? And also just
healing
for
hands is
context
10.
there,
Oh, sorry.
10 total?
Yeah.
Okay, because
For
the
one of them.
wounds on the wyverns are 27, 22, and nothing.
Okay, 27. We'll take the 10 healing hands.
Okay, that is yours. That's Ash. He
Okay.
took the tail from the hook jaw.
And then I'll use a cure wounds on the other one. Then
All right.
I can't select it, but
Okay, I can apply it. Oh, that's a
It'll
bad
be
roll,
2.
but-
Did something.
it's something.
It's something. It's down to 20. But yeah, Greg, for context, just so you know, Bastion would know that Tharvos is one of the prime divinities, like the chief pantheon of this world. He is the god of strength, order, and justice. He is the patron god of the giants, and his symbol is a bare fist in front of the sun.
He's kind of a big deal.
I've heard of him.
Mhm.
I'm happy for you, I guess.
He's great. He's been helping us out with stuff. He gives me powers. I have this really nice angel lady that visits me in my dreams every so often to like let me pass on messages for him.
There's so much to unpack there. All right. I love that.
I thought it was pretty straightforward.
No, it is.
She does. She just looks at Bastion. There is a lot to unpack with this group. Yes.
Hey,
No,
Ryan,
it's
do you want to
perfect.
see if we can get some claws off of that thing?
I do. Give me a moment though. I'm just gonna heal up a couple of the wyverns as well, and I'm gonna use lay on hands.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you multi-classed into Paladin.
Yup. So I'll do 5 points on each one.
Yeah, it's good with me. Are you applying it, or do you need me to?
Oh, okay. I guess you will because I did not have them targeted. I thought
That's
I
fine. I'll do that. Not a big deal. Yeah, they seem a lot healthier. There's still wounds that aren't completely healed up, but they are closed at least. And they seem to be happy. They're not bothered too much by what they've been through. Especially Ash being the more resilient amongst the wyverns, seems unbothered by its wounds. Is that your sleight of hand, Butcher?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Rhowan to point out things that look like they're useful.
Rhowan, give me a nature check through this process.
Oof, nature.
All right. Yeah, you're able to guide her through where to slice off good choice pieces of meat just based on the structure of the animal. As you're going through it, cutting pieces off and even removing some claws and some teeth and everything, it does strike you that despite the ferocity of these creatures, the size and the fact that you've never even seen anything like this before, there's nothing magical about them. They are just animals.
That's crazy.
So they're just she's like carving into like hoping to find something cooler. She's like, so they're just meat then.
Well, I mean, they are really big, so like the teeth would probably be valuable. But yeah, they're just like, that's a big lizard.
All right. Could I? How difficult is it to take out a couple of these teeth? I think she wants to keep one, and she wants one for Ari if they run into her.
So off the behemoth?
Yeah.
And are you going for the hook teeth? Or are you going for its biggest fangs? Or are you going for like any teeth you can get?
At least one. Actually, two hook teeth. Yeah.
Give me another sleight of hand check for that specifically.
Oh no. Also, I'm gonna add this.
Unfortunately, not going to do it. As you're trying to pull on these hook teeth, you're finding that they not only are you not able to pull them out, they have no give at all. And so you start like cutting into it a little bit to try to relieve it. And the further down you get, the further you realize that somewhere in this growth process, it becomes bone. It is merged with the jawbone, and you cannot find a way to remove it.
Oh. That's unfortunate. He's looked
I
really
might be
cool.
able to do it.
Oh.
I'm interested.
Casts shatter.
I was gonna do Thunderwave, but just blow the jaw apart, basically.
See what's left.
You would know there's a good possibility you would shatter those teeth as well.
Yeah, but I mean, right now we're not getting any of them.
You're not getting the hook ones.
Oh, gotcha. I'll warn you, it'll be a little bit distracted, possibly.
Let me grab one of these then. She's going to grab one of the fangs then, if she can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. You are able to, with your initial roll, get the fangs cleared from its gums. However, it is worth noting that these fangs are like this far around and like 4 or 5 feet long.
Damn,
Okay.
big boy.
Would it fit in a bag of holding?
Yeah, you can shove it in the bag of holding, no problem.
Heck yeah.
Then she takes that hook, the fang from the hook jaw, and then she's like, "All right, have at it."
All right, I cast Thunderwave on it.
Okay, so there's nothing in any book about how to do this.
Well, it's an
So,
object.
There's no dentistry by Thunderwave in the D&D. Come on.
I'm going to ask for an Arcana check for your ability to kind of control the flow of this thunder.
Arcana. Okay. I'm not smart.
I know. So, it is what it is.
Shall I do this one in the tower?
No, let's see it out in the open. I'll tell you right now.
I don't really
The
want
effects-
it. Okay, well. You know what? We're going to use inspiration on this one.
What a beautiful use of inspiration.
Yes, I support this.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
try this.
Yeah, 20. Come on.
That's worse.
That is worse.
Dang.
Everyone prepare for shrapnel.
He's like, don't worry, I got this. And he like sticks out his hands, and you see this skull. It just becomes like a claymore mine, just blasting shrapnel in all directions.
Well, you got the teeth out anyway.
Yeah, I think there's a piece over there and one over there.
You know what? We can try again on the next one. How about that?
Sure, I'll refine my dentistry.
Please never open.
Bastion just stays here. He's not the dino dentist.
Call me Herbie. We need an abominable snowman.
It's also worth noting that if anything wasn't drawn by the sound of that battle, the sound of the thunder wave may just do it.
I feel like the thunderstep probably also did that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
I
good
already
point.
did that.
That's really loud too.
Our presence has been well announced.
Yeah, they know. All
Yep.
of China knows.
There's definitely there's definitely a lot of small animals that have vacated the area. However,
I need
animals
to
get
step
pretty
away
big
my-
here, and some of them might be drawn to big noises like that because it sounds like very big prey.
Or like fireworks and they get anxiety.
No, they have to go hide under the couch.
Yeah, exactly.
Neither T-Rexes nor Hookjaws suffer anxiety. It's a racial trait.
Dang, lucky them.
Oh man, yeah, that'd be handy.
So, polymorph
Tiny little
anyone?
arms, though. What's that?
Polymorph? I get all of their racial traits.
Yes, you can polymorph into it and not have anxiety.
Yeah, that's the most expensive therapy.
Can I do a roll to see how much meat I got off the T-Rex or the other 3 that ran away as well? I would be chopping them up.
Yeah, you can absolutely give me a survival, and as part of Ren's sleight of hand there to slice it with Rowan's guidance, I would say that Ren, you alone collected about 60 pounds of meat. This does take time, though. These are big creatures. You are here for a while. Brielle, with that 12 survival in the same amount of long time, an hour or more, 2 hours, you carve off about 40 pounds of meat.
Okay.
So between the two of you, 100 pounds
helping.
of fresh meat that can go in the bag of holding.
Dinosaur
And doesn't get
too.
bad.
Yay!
40 T-Rex meat?
Yep.
What an item to have on your inventory.
It's not as weird as my inventory on Tides, so
Valid. You're welcome, by the way.
multiple maggots of paste.
Oh, that's horrifying.
They bought them from Bullywugs. What do you want?
What time of day is it now?
Well, I was just about to tell you that, actually. The sun was
Perfect.
setting during your fight, and after a couple hours of carving these things up and blowing up a skull, it's dark. You're also on a time limit, and you have a general heading and no real clear sign of how far in it is. What would you like to do?
I think we probably shouldn't waste time.
Yeah, let's
We'll
go.
keep going.
All right.
Bastion, can you see in the dark?
I can.
Okay.
Ooh,
Or else just keeps walking.
fancy. It got dark.
That's thanks to the ambient light feature on Fantasy Grounds, Vix. It was
Not
so
sponsored,
seamless, you
just
didn't even
something.
notice me doing it. Yeah, we're not sponsored, we're just simps.
If we're good to go on. Ready to go? All right. All right. We should probably try and be quiet.
Okay.
Of course.
All right, so you're
Bastion.
stealthily moving into the jungle.
I will cast Pass Without Trace.
Hot damn. All right.
Yay.
All right, I'll roll 2 more
And
nat
let me
20s.
see.
Well, everyone roll your stealth checks as I roll the ones for the wyverns.
And we
At
had
10.
10, right?
Yep, with Rowan's Pass Without Trace, their stealth check is at a +10.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Not when you roll a 3.
Well, it's +10 still
Oh,
pretty
shoot.
good.
I did it out in the open. I feel like I knew I was hidden with a +23 though. So
I mean, yeah, at this point, Ren's
muted,
going to
Greg.
be hidden no matter what.
How do you add a +10?
That
Bottom
little
left where it
modifier
says
box in the
modifier.
bottom left, click into it and type 10.
Okay. Ah, fancy.
There's 1. I did the first one out. I'll do that one out too. And all right. So lowest.
it's just so funny to me that Brielle's is as not stealthy as she is.
Mine did better than yours.
Yeah, yours did a lot better than yours right now. So, but
He's probably more stealthy than Brielle.
You're not like specifically sneaking up on anything, and you're moving as a group. I'm going to count it as a group check, and that's a very successful group check overall. So you begin moving stealthily at a very slow pace through this incredibly thick jungle. It is full of massive trees that are easily like a diameter of like 10, 15, 20 feet, some of them. The underbrush is thick and dense, with like even simple ferns being massive obstructions to your progress. It is very slow going, especially with trying to be silent. If you were to hack your way through, it would still be like difficult terrain. But you make slow and steady progress in. Are you still heading towards that pillar of smoke you saw, Rhowan?
Yeah, actually, what's the relationship of the heading of that pillar of smoke towards the general heading of where we think that ruin might be?
Pretty comparable.
Okay, and then yes.
Okay. You continue to traverse and make your way through, and hours go by. Slow progress. You can hear the wildlife all around you. You even hear the occasional thum, thum, thum of these heavy footfalls, though they don't seem to be drawing near to you. And as you make your way in, you eventually find yourself at a spot where you can see the faintest glow of firelight against the ambient trees, though you can't make out who might be with this source of light. You hear no voices, and it is relatively quiet here. What would you like to do?
Get a little closer.
As a group, or you want?
Maybe
Hey, Ryan, what do you
wander?
say you and me go?
I'll stay back a little bit.
Leave the wyverns here.
Yeah.
She'll pass off her wyvern to Brielle. I assume her psychic thing is still up. Like 7 hours haven't passed since we hit the beach.
Correct. Yeah, you've still got it up.
Okay. Then yeah, she says telepathically to Rhowan. Yes, do you want to go together, or do you want to kind of split off around them?
Let's go together.
Right, she'll move up with them.
All right, you kind of round around this large tree to try to get line of sight. You see a campfire with a very small metal pot suspended over it. Just behind that is a simple canvas tent. You continue to work your way around, and you see one very stout, for an elf looking man, just sitting on a stump next to the fire with his head in his hand. He is kind of bloodied all the way down his left side. And he doesn't seem to respond to your presence.
We only see one.
You only see one.
Does he seem to be alive?
I mean, he's sitting upright, more or less, other than his head hanging, so likely.
What's his relation to the tent? Is he far from, like, if we were to try to get a peek in the tent, what is this?
The tent opening is almost directly in front of the fire pit, and he is just on the right side of the fire pit. The tent is just on the opposite side of the fire. You would basically have to walk directly in front of him to get to the tent's opening.
Right, it's just one guy. He looks pretty beat up. What do you say we try and talk to him?
You see an odd hesitation on Ren's face, and she goes, I'd like to see if we can find signs of who they might be with.
Valid. Did we get a description of the search crew or the scouting crew?
Yeah, you did. They're all elves, 2 men, 1 woman. All of them short hair. All of them pretty beefy-looking people.
It sounds like the guy. Or one of them, anyway.
Hey, that fabric that the tent is made out of, did it look like the fabric that was scraps of which were in the boat?
No, the tent is a very like plain olive drab kind of canvas, and in the boat you had like long thin strips of like almost a plaid like pattern, like red and white kind of thing.
Weird. Yeah, if you want to look around more, go ahead.
How far are we from them if Ren were to whisper out loud to Rhowan?
Well, you do still have the psychic link up, but
Yeah, but that goes to everybody, and she wants to say
Fair
something just to
enough.
Rhowan right now.
He's about 20 feet from you. You could theoretically whisper without him hearing you.
And does pass without trace affect her
It would
ability?
actually, yeah, that's a good point. You were confident you could whisper without being heard.
I think I'm supposed to kill this man.
Why? What?
It seems the scouting party has double-crossed Drindle.
How do you mean?
They're threatening to tell the dwarves, which will result in an all-out war against the Empire.
Like to make an insight check.
You may make an insight check. Ooh. You don't detect any deception on Ren's part. She believes what she's telling you.
I mean, the dwarves are going to find out eventually anyway. It's going to be kind of hard to keep a secret.
They have evidence specifically against Drindle. Which would mean that they would come down hard on Kine, and we're already in threat of the Black Queen.
Oh man, I don't feel good about this, Ren. Look at him, he's almost half dead already.
If I do this, I'll be free of my mother. I'm not asking for your help.
But you're asking me to not do anything, huh?
Exactly.
Do you even know what this information is?
He didn't go into detail. He just said that they have it on them.
Maybe let's see if we can find it. This information's not going to be doing anybody good here. What do you say? I'm not gonna fight you. So do what you're gonna do, but I would appreciate it if we could at least look first and see what they've got.
She gives a nod, and then she says, "If this costs me my freedom, Rhowan, I'm not going to be pleased."
I'm not stopping you.
You could see that she already had one of her psychic blades drawn, and she releases it from her hand. It disappears And she stands up where she is, making herself known to the person at the fire.
How do you do that?
She she stands and she is holding her hands out and she says, "Have you been shipwrecked here?"
You see this man who is just sitting in front of the fire like this suddenly jump up, and he pulls out 2 crossbows and he's pointing them out at you. Who the fuck are you? And on that, I think we're going to call it a night.